Hello everyone, once again Andrew here. Hoping everyone is well. I wanna start the video by thanking the new 10 subscribers into the channel. I know it's not much, but I'm very happy to know that I have your support. Likewise, thank everyone who has seen, liked and commented on my last 2 videos. Thank you very much, I love reading your comments. Speaking of comments, I will answer a question left in the last video. The Churrajo says, I don't like the water it's over the walls. Haven't you tried to put it behind? I guess it shouldn't be hard to try, just change the drawing order. It's kind of subjective though, I don't know. Nice work. First of all, thank you very much. Second, in response to that, you will see a video in the background in which I test the game with the water behind the walls, and no. Changing the drawing order should not affect the game mechanics, but through this, personally, I like it better as foreground, but I don't know. I would like to see your opinion below in the comments. I will looking forward to it. Remember also that any suggestions you have, I will try to answer them either in a video or as an answer in the same comments. Don't hesitate to ask. Another thing I want to remember you is that English is not my native language, so I apologize in advance if I make any basic mistakes. I'm trying to improve with each video, but anyways, that was quite an introduction. Let's start the video. As you can see in the title, this video will be about the new Mainasutto cutscenes or cinematic system. Although, the project before had a cutscene system, where you could press certain buttons to advance in events, also known as quick time events or QTA. I never did anything complex. They were simple events that create multiple objects on screen. However, for this porting I decided to make a new system from scratch. Generalize and improve to apply it in all cutscenes, regardless of the length, the number of buttons, or anything external. With this in mind, I focus on making a single object that controls all the cutscenes, a cutscene controller. Inside this, the games check if it goes to a cinematic state or not, and if so, it will block all the input from the player. Doing an in-out state to the cutscene was easy, just turning variables on and off. However, I still needed a system for quick-time events. This system was needed to record what type of events I would like the player to be able to do in this state. So I divided this into 3 main states. 1. The player must press a key to continue. 2. The player must keep the key pressed to continue. Or 3. The player must press the same key many times or matching the key to continue. And of course, each of these must have different programming, so I decided to give myself a few days to think about how to apply them. During those days, I prefer to work on icons for the buttons to press, in order for the player to see the inputs to be pressed, and it will be good to see it clear. I had some saved Xbox icons from the previous project, so I reused them and improved from this new version. So I put them all in a single image, and this is going to be important into the next point. However, several were missing, so I drew the necessary ones: the arrows from the D-pad, the pause button, and options. Once all were placed into the same image, I generate a simple script which will draw a part of the image, similar to the one used in the items and that I will show in the next video probably, but simpler. Thanks to this, I can use a single image that contains all the buttons without pressing and another with them pressing or pressed, really simplifying the design work if I decide to change all the buttons at any time. Back again in the controller, I decided to add a timer for those events in which if the buttons are not pressed in time, the event is lost or is passed to a different event. This combined with the 3 main types of events for the QuickTime events was a mix that I love visually, actually. In order to not go so much in detail with the code, I will generally mention what I did. In the case 1, or pressing just one key, It was very simple. It was defined that if the player pressed the input in the timer time, the good event was made, and if not, it goes to the bad event. In the third case, not the second one, the third, the case of button matching, was something similar to the first. It had a variable that went up and down depending on whatever the button is pressed, and if it was pressed enough or mashed enough for when the time was up, the good event will be executed, otherwise it will switch to the bad event. Now, in the second case, the case of holding the button, this was a little bit more complicated, but similar to matching. So based on that, I made a variable that will increase if the button is being held, and will decrease rapidly, almost 4 times, if it's not. In addition to having a field animation while pressing and another when it is released. After having this script done, simple linked events should be created with the event script that I generated, which is based on a switch case and some triggers. This part is not necessary to explain since it's a system of simple events coordinated by local and global variables, a simple trigger. In the next clip you can see a result of all I was talking about, along with a sequence of events that destroy nearby enemies, so check a look in the video. Another thing that I did in these weeks was working on a small stress test for the game, testing its limits and how many instances it holds before starting to drop FPS. I did this simply by generating in multiples of 1000 the number of instances per frame, in this case explosions, thus having up to 10,000 instances on the screen so that a drop in FPS was noticed. What is good about this? During the game there will be no more than 100 instances per screen, I guess. That's approximately 100 times fewer instances than it should be for the frame rate to start lowering. Of course, all this in theory and on a computer mid-tier, but hey, all that will be seen later, once the particle system and some other things are implemented in the rooms. In the meantime, I wanna show you this new character design that I developed a few weeks ago. While I really like the current design that Maldo helped me, his reading is in the description, go and follow them please. I think due to the current changes in the game and the lore and the history of the game, it's necessary to change it. As you can see for the design, the character is like a robot or a doll, and now it has a hood instead of that flat back thing on his head. I really like this more since I feel that it's less uncomfortable to see a doll with a cape and a hood moving that semi-naked being. Anyway, I would like to know your opinion regarding the new character design. If you have any suggestions or change that you will make, leave it in the comments box below. I will be looking forward. Also, at the time of writing this script, almost a week ago, the new microphone has not yet arrived, so I was going to apologize from the audio and the quality of the video. However, now that I have this new and better microphone, I would like to know what you think about the quality of audio. Should I change something? Maybe increase the volume? Maybe filter the voice better? Well, we'll see that for the next video. For now, and with nothing more to say, hoping that all of you are well at home, I say goodbye. I'm Andrew, and I still have no ending yet.